Hello everybody and welcome to Season 2 of MotoGP 15. I am now in the Moto 2 category after working my way up from Moto 3, and today's episode will be primarily based at the Circuit of the Americas, but we join the coverage of the first race in Losail, Qatar. I'm in the final sector with just one corner to go after this, and the main threesome have all run away with this race. It's going to be very, very tight at the top, but I'm just delighted to be within a few seconds of them on an inferior bike. I'll be collecting a handsome amount of points from my efforts, but down the final straight they go, and we'll wait and see who the winner is. And it's Tito Rabat, the number one numbered rider, but he's no longer the champion in this save. It is Sam Lowes on that number 22, and Johan Zarco, the real life MotoGP or Moto 2 champion. He's actually tied with Rabat. Sam Lowes in third place, and then I get the fourth. And then just before we head to Austin, let's reflect on season 1 and look at all my statistics, ranging from my 1 race victory to my 9 pole positions. We've reflected season 1, and now we're into season 2 well and truly. Now, you saw how I fared at the Losail International Circuit. The 4th place has given me a real platform to build in the Moto 2 category. I won't be taking anything for granted, especially on a weaker motorcycle like the Tech 3. But Tito Rabat, Johan Zarco and Sam Lowes will be the guys I expect to challenge for this season's title yet again. And if I keep up with them, then the signs are very positive. Now, my plan for this season is to do something a little different to season 1. I kind of went to random tracks, so this time I'm going to go to the ones that I haven't been to with the Moto 3 videos. So for example, the Circuit of Americas and Argentina, I haven't been to them on camera, so I'll be doing them this year. Then I won't do Spain or Le Mans. I won't cover that one. So you'll get the sequence. But certain tracks that I really enjoyed, such as Mugello and Indy, I think I'll go to them no matter what, and we'll see how that goes. There'll be plenty more videos to come, but understandably I'm a little busy with trying to balance other content on the channel and having to go to my work and all that, but I'm sure you won't mind. But we're going to head to the Circuit of Americas in due course. We have a reasonable amount of money now, but in order to get the best Moto 2 bikes, you need about 500,000 credits, such as the Speed Up and then the best of the class, which is the Kalexes. I'm going to consider buying that if I can get up to 600,000 credits really quickly. But if you want to presume I'll get to MotoGP, then I'll have to save up 1,200,000 credits to get the best bikes. So it's a really hard decision to make, but at least you do get some sort of entry-level bike for no charge. But the Circuit of Americas, it should be a fantastic race, and we're going to head straight there now, so sit back and enjoy. And a big surprise here at Austin, Texas. To whet your appetite, we're going to have a rainy Grand Prix, guaranteed according to this weather report. And with practice fully wet, I'm going to really have to work my socks off in order to have any chance at this Grand Prix. But we'll see you once again at qualifying, but stick around, you're not going to want to miss this. Now, one thing I must of course remember is to show you my brand new bike. It is of course the Tech 3, and I've chosen DeWalt as my private team sponsor for Moto and GP. And here's a quick little look around for you now. It's a good livery, similar to season 1 of course. I didn't want to change too much, but you can just notice that my overalls are slightly more white dominated than black and red, so it's just something that has to be done about this livery. But I hope you look forward to this season. The beautiful Honda engine is exclusive to this category, and all teams must run the same engine in order to perform in this class, but otherwise they can build whatever chassis they like. And I'm going to see how I get on in qualifying in the rather damp Austin circuit, and I'll just give you one last listen of that beautiful engine.
end of qualifying, and as the riders make their way
And
back
with
to the
minimal
pits,
hassle,
let's have a look at
it's
the
going to
final
be
lap
my
time
first pole
and how the
position
front row
in the
looked at
Moto2
start of
category.
tomorrow's Grand
I've
Prix.
cruised by 3/4 of a second compared to the competition. Johan Zarco was my closest competitor. The reigning champion of the series in game is Sam Lowes. He's going to be starting third. Then we've got Alex Rins, Tito Rabat, Jonas Folger, Franco Morbidelli, Javier Simeon, Thomas Luthi and Mika Kallio starting the top 10. So very, very worrisome times for the other riders. But if I can keep my composure, I have every chance of winning very early on in this season. Wish me luck, everybody. And let's take a look at the air and track temperatures with the wet conditions taking effect. It's 19 degrees, track temperature 12 degrees in the air, and the wind speed is 6 kilometers an hour northeast. I hope Nico Rosberg isn't watching, but without further ado, it's time to get season 2 fully underway. We are racing, and off we go. Pole position start, but already Johan Zarco wants in on the action, and the reigning champion Sam Lowes to me inside as well, braking late as I can up the hill and left, but into the damp spot I go, and 5 places have been lost already. Jonas Folger also managed to get ahead, but this should be a very interesting section. My favourite of the track, the left right left chicane, braking quite early this time, trying to go around the outside, and look at that, 4 passes in a single move. Quite extraordinary, but it is customary in motorcycle racing from time to time. But now Sam Lowes can't do anything about my exit speed, and I'm back into the lead, and up and left we go again, hanging on for dear life in this damp weather. And now I go onto the AstroTurf just a little bit, but I'm heading into the lead. I'm braking for another left-hander, and now this is for many the highlight of the Coda track. It is this long straight, and Lowes, boasting number 22 on his helmet and bike, takes the lead again, and Johan Zarco just 0.4 of a second behind. That's going to be completely negated in just a moment, but we brake now for the tightest corner after such a long straight. Johan Zarco and Rins all diving down the inside. Rins looking to win, and Mika Kallio goes down. Kallio is down, and Alex Rins on the number 40 would dearly love to get a podium after he was easily beaten in Qatar by the other great riders. Now we brake for the other very difficult left-hander, and this should be a true test for the riders, going right and right again. And look at me, I'm not really doing too well going into the Astro again, leaving Rins the opportunity to get third. I give him a bump, going for the inside line, not to be. I back out of the move, and we now have just one turn to go before we complete the first lap. And there you go, easy as you like. Rins gets a good getaway, and the superior acceleration of his I think his Kalex is enough to give him the advantage, and it is Sam Lowes on the speed up who is leading again, a track record 2 minutes 19, nowhere near the true pace of these Moto2 bikes, but we'll carry on regardless until lap 2. Luthi overtakes Folger, or Luthi, how you want to pronounce it, and now the other riders should struggle here, giving me a little advantage, braking early again, but I sense a little opportunity going wide, and that left-hander really doesn't agree with the AI bikes, and I'm through to second place. And Sam Lowes, the championship leader, he's not the championship leader, excuse me, bad memory there, everybody. And around the outside of him I go, but doesn't quite work out. It is of course Tito Rabat, the championship leader, and he is in 5th as far as I'm aware. And we now go one-on-one with Sam Lowes into the long back straight. Good corner speed there, kissing the curb on the inside. Sam Lowes, a little wheelie, and away he goes, and that will give Johan Zarco the opportunity he needs. He's only 0.2 of a second behind as opposed to 0.4. That should allow him on the inside with that horsepower. It does. And braking now, easy, don't make any mistakes. Good, it's fine. Johan Zarco defending his inside line. I go right around him, giving him a really unpleasant surprise, but it's all clean in love and war here. and Lowe's defends. He's fine as well. But how about this? Can I get him on the outside? Going for the first left-hander or the right-hander. I go on the inside and into the lead. Easy as you could possibly wish for. And now it's time to put the pedal down and win this thing from, you know, a great position. I was quick in qualifying and I want to be quick again in this race. And the final turn, a little shake to readjust myself. But now, here we go. This should be a good lap time at 2 minutes 15 is what you should be aiming for. I'm just a little above that at 2 minutes 15 944. Now we're going to fast forward with little going on. You can just see when I get into my rhythm, I'm unstoppable. 2 seconds clear, give or take the rounding up. And away I go down the back straight. No one can possibly compare. I've gained another half a second on the riders. And there you go. It looks so easy when you get your concentration going. And I've even gained another extra few tenths. And that's fast forwarded lap of the Coda track. And I'm going to save you the time. I am going to win this Moto2 race. My second attempt. Very easy. I've completely mullered the competition. And I will be a championship contender if I remain on form. But nevertheless, it's time to rejoice in my second career Moto Grand Prix win. And yet again, it is in the United States. There you go, across the line. The Red Bull Circuit of the Americas winner is yours truly. The 75 bike has completely destroyed the competition. The Tech 3 should not be this good. You would have seen it on probably a few other people's series, but there you go. Sam Lowe's, Zarco and Rins are your top 4. Rabat was 5th, and I scrolled through the remaining finishers. You might want to introduce yourself to some of those names, but the unfortunate casualty of the race was Anthony West, who failed to finish. And look at this for a championship already. I am on top of the table by 2 points from Rabat, Lowe's and Zarco. Alex Rins gaining a few extra points. Folger, Morbidelli, Lutti, Cortese, Simeon, Corsi, Kallio, Simon, Saharin, Balderassi and Marquez among the other point scorers. In the Constructors' Championship, it's Kalexes on top at 41. Tech 3 and Speed Up are tied for second place. So that's great. The world champions are kind of making a break for it in Kalexes, but Speed Up, thanks to Sam Lowe's, are very competent on their day. I love that camera angle, by the way, as we celebrate an additional boost in fans, which is 190,000, and then my GP credits have risen by 55,000 to a total of 362,498. And there is the celebration. It's pouring rain. I'll probably want to get indoors sometime soon, but in a time of 11 minutes 21 seconds, I have completely shown my class here. The other riders just can't compare, so we'll go back to the main menu. And the MotoGP webzine is pretty much waxing lyrical about the master of the United States, Marc Marquez. But in my second victory out of possible 3 in the United States, I am certainly following that amazing record of the Spaniards. And then in Moto3, Danny Kent, the dominant champion, continues his winning streak. So fantastic result. I'm really pleased with that. I thought the rain would actually prove to be a neutralizer for me, but it actually made me so much better. And then if we look at the fan site, you can see Sam Lowe's was in awe, but he wasn't too happy with his bike today. Then you know, obviously the race report just shows how well I'm doing, and I'm just so pleased. And Argentina is a very good track for me as well, so I'm looking forward to that immensely. As for MotoGP Moto3, let's just take a quick look. We've got Valentino Rossi, Marc Marquez, Jorge Lorenzo and Dani Pedrosa in the top 4. Andrea Iannone, Dovizioso, Crutchlow, Vinales, Espargaro and Smith are your top 10 riders. And then the constructors, Yamaha just 4 points clear of Honda, Ducati on 24 points and Suzuki 27 back on 18. Then you've already seen the Moto2 standings, but in Moto3, Danny Kent continues You know, as I said before, he's just so good in this game, and he leads Fabio Quartararo by 14 points. Efren Vasquez tied for second place as well. Bastianini doing really well this season. Vinales and Oliveira struggling. Brad Binder, Romano Fenati, Niccolo Antonelli and Alexis Masbu are the top 10. Mahindra actually have 4 points without me. That's really nice to see. Husqvarna and KTM are tied for second place, but it's Honda, thanks to that man Danny Kent, on the maximum 50 points as well. So for the next episode, we're on our way to the Argentinian Grand Prix. Excuse me for that. So we are the championship leaders heading into that round, and we have brakes, suspension and chassis all at level 1. So when I have a Tech 3 bike that fast already, the other riders really should be quaking in fear. But can I win my third moto career race at Argentina, track I was really good at in season 1? I have every chance of doing it, and with the backing of the MotoGP team, I'm really confident. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again at the Termas de Rio Hondo in Argentina. See you again soon.